you have tech and code with Ben. Okay, so in this tutorial, we'll want to discuss about the read and write sync. Okay, I want us to go through this before going deeper into HTTP and going deeper into the web development framework. Okay, with Express.js. Okay, all right. So what we want to do now is we want to know how the read file and the write file really works in the Node.js FS model. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's import the model. So we have const. We have the read file sync and write file sync. Okay. From the require FS model. All right. Okay. Alright, so from here, what we do is let's create like a text that will show when the function is run. Okay, so something like console log that will just prompt us that our program is about to start. So starting, alright, okay. Now, because we are reading files, okay, we have to create a file. So go ahead. I've already created two files. Okay, inside the first file I have node.js tutorials. Inside the second file I have programming is exciting and fun. Okay, so go ahead, create these two files. Okay, with the name of your choice. Okay, then insert data into those two files. Okay, then let's continue. All right, so I believe we are done creating those files. If you are done, let's go on. If you are not done, you can just pause the video while we create the files. All right. Okay, so if we are done creating those files, now let's let's import those. Let's write or let's read the file content. Okay, so we'll read the file content into a variable. Okay, so we'll say const first. We are reading the first file content. Okay, all right, so we have read file sync. Okay, and the path here is read file one.txt. Okay, then we need to specify the language is supposed to read the file, else it will read the file in a buffer manner. Okay, it will read the file in a normal language that you can comprehend. Right. So we have UTF-8, which is the standard format to read a file. Okay, by which you want to read a file. All right. So we let's read the second file. We have const second read file sync UTF-8. Right. Okay. Okay. Everyone come now here. All right. All right. Then let's console log that's the contents of first and second. Right. Okay. All right. Then what we are supposed to do now is we want to write data into a third file. Now, what the third file will contain is the third file will contain the files, okay, the content of the files in file one and file two, okay. So it will contain the contents of here and the content of this one, okay. All right, that is what we are writing in file three. Okay, we don't need to create or we don't need to create a new file, okay. If the file we are about to write does not exist in our current directory, it will create it. Okay. If it already exists, it will override it. Okay. So we don't need to really create this new third file. Okay. So let's just go ahead and create the file. If the file doesn't exist, it will automatically create the file for us. Okay. All right. So let's have write file sync. Then we have write file. So the name of the file that we want to create, okay, so we say write to file, okay, write to file.txt, right, okay. Right. Then we we create a content or we write a content, okay? That's initial content that this file should take before reading or before adding, appending the read file one and the read file two to its content, okay? So what we want this file to have is let's say about to write file, okay? All right, so this will be the initial content, okay, that it will have, or before appending the two. All right, now because we are adding a placeholder, okay, because we are adding a placeholder to this write file sign, okay, the best thing we ought to do is replace this single quote, okay, with a backtick. So a backtick. So the backtick, if you on your keyboard, if you see where the number one is, so before the number one, you can see or under the escape, okay, where you have the escape button, okay, below it, you can see the backtick, or you can see yeah, so you can see the backtick sign there. So that is what we are about to use. Okay, so you just click on it, it will just display the backtick. So you can see the backtick here is displayed. We close it here. Okay. All right. So because we are using this, because we are about to use the dollar sign. Okay. Okay. For which will act like a placeholder. Okay. All right. So this we use this. Then we have first. Okay. Then we have second. Right. Second. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then when we are done, what are we doing to the two data? So we want to append it to the current data inside the right file. So we need to specify a third argument, okay, which is called flag. Okay. All right. So it's called flag, and the flag will take the append, okay, the append symbol, right? Okay. Close it. All right. Then, when this is done, what we are supposed to do is we are done with everything. So I will just say console log done performing all tasks. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. So this is it. Okay. So this line of code imports are required functions. Okay. All right, then we start it. Then we read these two files. Okay, we console log their content. Then we write data into a new file that we create. Okay, so when we run the function, it will create this file. Okay, then we console log this. So let's run and let's see. Okay, so you can see it has console log file one, okay, the contents in one and two, right? Then done performing all tasks, okay. So now let's go check the contents in this file and whether this file has been created, okay. So I'll check from my end. Let's write to file, which is already here. I open the content. So, whoa, as you can see, about to write files, so it has written data to the file, okay, because we used new line, this contains, okay, that's first and second content has been pushed into the next line, okay, so you can see the next line has JS tutorials, then programming, it's exciting and fun, okay. All right, so this is it. We've been able to write data into a file, okay? by reading contents into different files. Okay. All right. So that's it about this tutorial. I'll see you again in the next tutorial. Thank you.